I'm Scott Tibbles with the Investing News Network. I'm here today in Vancouver at the 2018 International Mining Investment Conference. Joining me now is David Erfle of Junior Miner Junkie. Thanks for joining me, David.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
So, in the last year, the price of gold has gone up roughly about $100 a pound. What's driving that over there? Any signs it's going to continue, or is there a change coming?
Well, if it went up $100 a pound, I'd really be happy. but lately, we've had the price come out of a consolidation pattern between 1,300 and 1,365. It was there for about 4 months, and since it didn't break out, basically the shares were telling us it wasn't going to break out, and what doesn't break out breaks down. So that's what happened this morning. Had gold sliced through 1,300 and a stop run going on in the futures market right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 1,280 gold very soon.
Okay, and what do you think's driven that?
The U.S. dollar mostly. The U.S. dollar has resumed its climb. It's over 93 again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it hit 95, 96 on the cash settle index. And it's even the skirmish in the Middle East has not done anything to the gold price. It's all about the U.S. dollar right now.
Okay, and so dealing mostly in juniors, are there any interesting success stories out there right now that your average investors wouldn't mind knowing about?
Yes. Well, the biggest success story for me, my subscribers, and my readers at Kitco has been Novo Resources. I'm sure everybody already knows about that one. But there's another one that I really like called Marathon Gold. They're not at the show here, but they're about to put a PEA out on their Valentine Lake Gold Camp this week. It's in Newfoundland, and they've already proved up 2 million measured and indicated, and another million inferred of little less than 2 grams per ton. And their PEA is going to be out this week, and it should be very good.
Great. Can you share any stories about investment opportunities that you might have missed along the way, ones that you wished that you jumped on?
Well, there's one I had and sold, which was Kirkland Lake. It's funny, I ended up, I purchased both Kirkland Lake and Crocodile Gold at about the same time. Then Crocodile Gold was taken over by Newmarket, and then Kirkland Lake took over Newmarket, and I ended up selling everything, and that was a bad mistake because the share price just keeps going up. But you know, I did really well on the initial investment, so I shouldn't really be complaining.
Okay, and so can you tell me a little bit about what drives gold? What should somebody interested in gold be watching for tips on where the price might be headed besides your newsletter?
As far as the price of gold is concerned, well, watch the 1250 level. Watch that level very carefully, because if gold goes below 1250, that would not be very good, because I think the market's already priced in a solid floor there. So do I think it's possible to go down there? Yes, I do, because like I said earlier, the U.S. dollar could very easily go to 95, 96 on this run. And if it does, then I wouldn't be surprised to see gold get down to that level. The shares via the GDX and the GDXJ have been holding up really well here. But today, obviously, I don't know what they're doing today, but that 21 level in the GDX needs to hold as well, because if it doesn't, there'll be some stops run also in the GDX. So watch carefully the GDX level at 21, and watch carefully the 1250 level in gold. Okay,
and so you're a self-taught investor.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, what would a new investor starter kit look like?
Well, a cashed up account without margin, because if you're going to play in this sector, you can't use margin. I mean, there's enough leverage in these things already if you invest in the right companies. But it is saying that it is a stock picker's market. So my presentation today will be about just that: how to build and maintain a junior resource stock portfolio. So you just have to do your due diligence, make sure that the companies have really good management, are cashed up at least through this year, have a tight share structure, have a project in a safe jurisdiction that has district scale upside potential, and that will weed out a lot of companies, because most companies don't have that.
Okay, and finally, is there anything extra that you'd like to add?
Well, my newsletter is called Junior Miner Junkie, and it's juniorminerjunkie.com, and that's junkie with a Y. I started about a little over a year ago. It's kind of unique. I've capped the subscriber base at 200, and I give my subscribers a 24-hour notice before I buy something. That's why I cap it at 200. And I do not take any monetary compensation from any companies. I own shares in all the companies that I cover.
Okay, great. So, and finishing up, so I'm Scott Tibbles with the Investing News Network, and I've been chatting with David Erfle. Thanks for joining me, David.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.